We need to fold some laundry. If you can't tell, I'm really excited. We're gonna chat a little while doing some folding. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Good? Is this... Oh, no, okay. So recently I've been thinking. I've been watching a lot of Netflix, especially Netflix comedy specials. And we need to talk about Ali Wong. Ali Wong is like the female comedian right now, and she's kind of killing it. Besides her 2 Netflix specials, she was going on tour and I was gonna go see her, and then everything got canceled and now I can't. But it's kind of a realization, maybe an epiphany. I know I'm Ali Wong's birth child. I want to think I'm funny. Maybe I'm funny. Maybe you don't find me funny, and that's fine, but it's whatever. Deal with it. Not you deal with it. I can deal with it. You can tell me all you want that I'm not funny and I'll take it. Anyways, I feel like I can relate to her sense of comedy. Not the fact that she's pregnant and tells a lot of mom jokes, her middle-aged life. I can't relate to that. What I can relate to is the way she delivers her comedic stuff. And yeah, I really don't know where I was going with this. Anyways, I'm Ali Wong's birth child. You can call me Alex Wong. That's kind of like the dancer dude from So You Think You Can Dance. But I'm a different Alex Wong, okay? I'm Ali Wong's birth child. You know, she's always pregnant in her Netflix specials, so I swear I'm the baby that came out of that woman. Honestly though, like, has she been pregnant this whole time? Obviously not. She explained that she has 2 babies, but I really don't know what else to talk about. All I know is I'm sweating. Yeah, so how are we doing, guys? How are we doing? How's life treating us? Obviously you can't answer me, but if you can't tell already, I have a lot of brain farts because my mind has just been completely destroyed by the lack of reading that I'm doing, the lack of motivation that's happening, and just the overall complete garbage that has entered my mind. What I mean by that is the complete garbage that has entered my mind is YouTube, Netflix, any kind of streaming service. All the stuff I'm just watching dramas and comedies, and am I learning much? Not really. Am I getting entertained? Of course I am, because I'm bored and I need some entertainment, and I could read a book. I should read a book, and maybe I will read a book, but right now that's not on my priority list. Essentially, my life is like this pile of laundry.
I really just compared myself to a pile of laundry.
I'm trying to put back together my life piece of clothing by piece of clothing. And, you know, it takes time. It doesn't get done in a day. Well, this should get done in a day, but with the motivation I have, probably not. Just like Rome wasn't built in a day, right? I can't be built back up and put my life together back in a day. It takes time. This is what is on my search right now. This is where my life is at. Ali's jokes are very centered around sex, babies, and her middle age status. And I can relate to none of those. Let's talk about first how she explains giving birth and having babies and all of that stuff. All I can think was, it just like demotivates me from, oh my god, why is my underwear right there? Oh my god, I'm so hot. My friends have baby fever, and whenever they see a cute baby, they think, oh my gosh, like, it's the cutest baby in the world, like, I want to have a baby. I never get like that. When I interact with children, I mean, don't get me wrong, children are really cute and everything, but I'm just not like a fan of kids, especially babies. I think babies are cute. I like to play with them a little bit.
I have no idea why I'm saying I like to play with babies. They're not dolls.
But having to clean up, having to wipe their butt when they poop and change their diaper, and all of the other stuff that happens to your body after you give birth, like, I just don't want to go through that, if you know what I mean. They always say, oh, childbirth is so beautiful and having a baby is such a beautiful thing, and you know what? It probably is. But for my eyes, like, I cannot imagine something in my stomach, well, not in my stomach, in my uterus, but I can't imagine something in there growing and then you have to poop it out. When you give birth, your parts are not the same. Your body is not the same. When you give birth, does your stomach just like a balloon shrinking? Like, does that happen? I mean, I would just never Kids is out of the question. Oh yeah, she talks about keeping your taco intact, if you know what I mean, when you give birth. I want to keep my taco always holding all of the good things in it, and I never want to break it and then not repair it. I want to keep my taco intact and have, you know, the beef, the lettuce, the guacamole, the sour cream, the cheese. I want that all in there and just staying there because I don't want to break it, because who wants to eat a broken taco?
What am I saying? What are you saying? You're an idiot. What the heck are you doing? Like, what the heck?
I need help. Oh yeah. She basically says the whole feminist movement was kind of stupid. Our secret was that we get to do whatever we want in our, because we have so much free time, we don't have to work. And she says, I want to marry someone who can support me, and I can feel so rich that I walk on the sidewalk, I see money, I see a penny, I see a dime, I see a dollar, Canadian dollar, we see loonies, we see toonies, and I see that and I don't pick it up. I just walk by like nothing happened. I'm more the kind of person that I would like one time in my life to be able to walk into a store, any store, it doesn't matter what store. It could be like Gucci, Chanel, you know, when they hand you sparkling wine or water or champagne or something. Judge the way you look and the clothes that you're wearing to make sure you can buy something in the store. I want to walk into one of those stores, just pick anything off of the shelf and go to the cashier and say, I would like this, without not knowing the price at all. That would be amazing. I don't know if I'll ever get there, but you know, a girl can try. Also, what I've been seeing a lot on TikTok are people showing their pictures from grade 1 to whatever grade they're in and showing their glow ups. It is actually astonishing to see the pictures that people have and how they've glowed up for high school. But here's my dilemma. I glowed up in grade 2, and then it just kind of went downhill from there. The reason why I glowed up in grade 2 was because I think I should have been like a baby model for my school. I thought I was really cute. I started a big controversy in grade 2. I went on this date with this guy, and then we got married underneath the monkey bars. And we had the whole grade 2 class watching, and we kissed on the playground. Rumor has it that I had cheated on him and kissed another dude. But from my recollection, I didn't do that. I was cool. I was married in grade 2. I ended up divorcing him in grade 4. Aww. You know, my dating life since then has been disappointing, to say the least. So I've resorted to dating apps, and I feel like it's very normal to be on a dating app. I don't know if you're like me, but dating apps are like a cycle. You download the app, binge liking people, swiping people, and then you feel so discouraged because you can't find anybody that's good, and then you delete the app. Time goes on and you realize, oh my gosh, I feel so lonely. I need to find somebody. So then you re-download the app to try and find somebody, and the cycle just continues of downloading and deleting the app. And I've had some of the worst and most embarrassing stories of being on these dating apps. One was realizing that the person that I was messaging for 3 months off of Tinder was my tutor. I don't know if my tutor and I ever discussed it, but I had swiped right on him. And then we were talking for a while. He seemed like a very nice dude. And then I think we just like stopped talking, because we talked from September or October to December one year. And then come spring semester, when we all go back to school, I'm taking a class and I end up having a tutor in the class. I go into my first session and he's right there. He looks very different from his profile picture, but it's him. And I go beet red. And if you know me, I blush so bad. I look like a stoplight, a fire hydrant. I look like this color of the flag, the color of the flag. I remember going up to him and just saying hi and pretending that I had no idea who he was. And I think when he saw me, he said, oh this girl, like I know her. But both of us did the same exact thing. We pretended like nothing had happened. That was the first time we were meeting each other. We actually like went through the whole semester like that, not even saying anything. But in that moment, I remember the first time I saw him,
it was like the worst experience ever.
And nothing ever happened with that. We're good friends now, but That was a rough one for me. So what I realized is I don't know if dating apps are for me, because I just always get in really terrible situations. I'm probably just better off meeting someone on the street, literally anybody on the street, rather than being on this app.
This is what my life's come to, people.
I mean, I'm okay with just being on and off dating, not even really dating people, just seeing people and then realizing I don't really like them kind of vibe. I'm kind of glad, because I know so many people that went into college with relationships and came out either not with that person or with a completely different person. So what I'm telling you, for all of you young people watching this, if you're going to college or university, don't go in with a relationship, go in with a clean slate, because chances are you're either gonna cheat on them or they're gonna cheat on you. That's just the way it works, because you don't realize in university there's like fish in the sea, but you don't realize that there's a whole freaking ocean awaiting you that's really beautiful and majestic and can bring you in because it's so mesmerizing that you just go. And that's what happens to a lot of people, and then there's a lot of lying and they think,
Oh my gosh, my relationship is fine.
even though someone told me he hooked up with 5 different girls. That's just like
Really messed up.
And if your relationship can survive that, then you probably should marry whoever you're dating at that point. What else? I've learned so much random stuff in college. First week of school, we had our syllabus week. So we had to take buses to maneuver around the campuses because we had 4 different campuses within our big campus. One thing that I've learned when you go to university, especially in a big university, is how to get on a busy bus. So what you do is you push. You have to be relatively small. So I was small at the time, freshmen 15, 30, 45 came on to me. But you have to be very small. You have to be very agile. You have to be wearing running shoes. Sometimes you're running for the bus. You're sprinting. You're sweating. So maybe pack an extra towel or 2. When the bus arrives, there are so many people around trying to get on the bus. So what you have to do is literally stand on the street and block the bus. Then when they open the doors, you go in, you push. You don't care who falls to the ground when you get in, because once you're in and you're past that white or yellow line, you're in. But the worst is when you're right in the middle, it's finally your stop, but nobody gets off at your stop and you have to budge your way through, and the bus driver's closing the doors and you're trying to say, oh, hold up, and you're screaming to tell them to keep those doors open because you're trying to get out, and then you tell other people to scream to the bus driver so they're not driving away. It's just like so much chaos the first week, like 3 weeks, because everybody wants to show up to class. The buses are so busy, but I mean, you have to get in there and you have to push everybody out of the way. It doesn't matter. There is no hurt feelings when you're trying to get on a busy bus, because everyone's trying to get this to the same class, and if you don't get on the bus, it's your loss. You didn't make the cut. When in doubt, you stay low, you push through, you don't ask questions, you don't care who falls. Be as aggressive as possible when you're trying to get on that bus. Okay, quickly, I also learned how to do multiple choice. Almost any of the general courses you take in university, multiple choice is what you test, what you get tested with. Ugh.
My lord, I don't know how to English. I do not know how to English.
Multiple choice is the format of most tests. In high school, it was you had one answer that was completely wrong. You had one that was like, and then you had 2 that were kind of similar, but you could obviously tell one was correct. In university, they all seem right to you. Or you just have no idea what's going on with the course and you guess and you hope for the best. Because here's the thing, university general courses, they're just trying to weed out the weak here. So they're gonna make their tests extremely hard, and the averages might be 50%, 60%. That's just the way it goes.
That's just the way.
Sometimes you can rely on the curve, sometimes you can't rely on the curve, but I'm going on way too long. You just learn how to do multiple choice and guess and pray and hope for the best. And if you can't tell, I have to fold a lot more than what I thought because I just talked at the camera for basically the entire time. So I'm gonna go fold my laundry, and you can go maybe like and subscribe and watch my other videos. Bye.
Yeah.